Good morning everyone. Today I'd like to present to you Drawcast from Teens Developer. I'm Zhirong and this is Weirong, Tenjie and Li. Okay, so before I go in depth about Drawcast, let's first discuss what are the potential problems that we are currently facing. Basically, we feel that there is no ease of access when we are using IVLE because as you know, IVLE doesn't really have a mobile view. So on mobile devices, you can't really navigate well. And the second problem we face is that we feel that there's no note-taking support because in laptop and desktop version of IVLE, there's actually a note-taking session there, but in mobile devices, this is absent. Also, there is no resume previous session for the videos. So the next time around, after we exit, we have to reload again and start from the beginning, so that wastes our time. Additionally, we feel that it doesn't really ease studying on the go in the sense that it's very cumbersome to bring around writing materials with us. And also, if you want to choose to use a single device, we have to switch between the apps. So it's actually very troublesome. And we can't find any solution on the Android or BlackBerry market. So that is not what we want. What we want is a less cluttered view when we are going on IVLE. So we just want webcast now. So the only thing that we want to directly navigate to webcast. And also, we want to remember the last webcast timing. So we do have to rewatch from the beginning. Additionally, we want to be able to scribble notes because mobile devices is really hands-on. So we want to be able to just put in some other notes instead of typing. Okay. And we want an application to help us to be able to watch webcasts and to take down notes concurrently. Lastly, we want to share our notes after we have finished with it and we want to give it to our friends so that there's pooling of resources and we can learn more in the process. And therefore, we present to you Drawcast.
Shining like the moon, walking in the sky, you're come for life. I heard about you, all the things you do. You bring on a smile, you bring on a smile. I know I never find another one, so I sing hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello to you, Sophie. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello to you, Sophie.
Okay, so hello and welcome back. So now you have seen the video, you know what is Drawcast really. So I'd like to reiterate the point. Drawcast is basically an application that allows students to view webcasts and to take down notes concurrently. And draw here we refer to being able to write your notes and scribble notes. And the webcast here refers to NUS recorded lectures, whereby it's for students who have missed their lectures or they just want to catch up on studies. Okay? So this is an overview of the Drawcast that we have here. As you can see, the layout is very simple and there's just this one simple login button over here. So it's user-friendly and it's easy for first-time user to pick up on it. Now inside Drawcast, okay, you can see here the action bar and toolbar and all this stuff that are actually consistent with Android interface. So it's easy for Android user to actually pick up on it. And we have also labeled the tools over here so that there isn't any ambiguity for users. You can see a page thumbnail over here, and this is to ease navigation, which I'll talk about later as a feature. Okay? And also the color palette, which I'll touch on later also. Now, the very first feature that I want to talk about is a link to IVLE webcast. So it links directly to IVLE's webcast channel, and this is what we want because we don't want a cluttered view. Okay. Secondly, second feature is undo and redo function, which is something that I'm not going to elaborate on because it's something that we all cannot live without, but usually we take it for granted unless it's not in application. Yeah. So the next feature I'd like to talk about is our stem tools. So you can see here a couple of stems here. The first three of them is like a star, checkbox, and pin tools. And these stems, you can use them to just highlight some of the main points you have inside your notes. And all of these tools are actually can adjust the size using a slider. The fourth tool over here is a timestamp tool, which I'm going to emphasize more on. Okay, what is this timestamp tool about? It's basically when you are watching a video and you spot an important point, right? So you want to just grab the timestamp and then you can put it over on the page itself. Then after that, you can jot down some of the important points related to this timing. So next time around, you can refer to the video and the timing easily, and it saves your time. The next feature is our color palette tool, and as you have seen from the video just now, okay, it's actually very fun to just play around with all the colors, and also because we offer a wide range of colors, right? So imagine you're like trying to do a mind map, or you want to like just classify different sections with different color. You can use this to help you, and by making your notes very colorful, it kind of just brightens up, and it becomes that you'll feel more motivated to study in a sense. Okay. And our video view over here is actually you can just spread or pinch to zoom, and you can also move it around the whole page. And this actually solves our limitation because mobile devices are small. So now you can just move it around and you can do something in the background. In this case, you want the user to be able to do some note taking. Additionally, we also allow the video to be saved to previous sessions so that the next time you open it, you will start off from previously. Okay. Now the next feature is our thumbnail feature, which I explained just now. And it's ease navigation because you can jump to the page easily. Like you can just click on this and you will go to the page number. And at one glance, you know what you have inside. Okay, this is a miniature version of the whole page itself. So this will also save space because you can actually dismiss it when you don't want it. Next up is once you are done with everything, right? You want to save your notes. Okay, so you can just save it to SD card and we organize it by the video so that it's easier for you to find. But if you think that it's a hassle to transfer from your mobile device to another device and it's really cumbersome in that way, don't worry, we have a solution for you. Okay, we have over here. You can just, instead of clicking save, you just upload to Dropbox. And we all know that Dropbox is very convenient because you can share with your friends what you want. And also, you can synchronize with other devices so that it's easy to transfer. You don't have to use wires and stuff. And also, it serves as a backup just in case something happens to your mobile devices. Yeah.
You can save the notes or
yes.
the video too.
The notes.
But not the video.
The video is from the IVR website.
Okay. So that's you always have to sort of stream that one.
Yes.
Because the IVR never goes down.
Yeah.
Maybe the school's never.
Okay, so Drawcast is available on Android devices running on Honeycomb, Ice Cream Sandwich, and Jelly Bean, and we also allow display on Playbook. Okay. And Drawcast is available on different platforms, like compatible with mobile devices of different sizes. And I keep saying mobile devices because you can not just limit it to tablets, you can also use it on handphones. Okay, and we have tested it with Galaxy Nexus, BlackBerry Playbook, and Motorola Zoom here. Okay. Now, if you have an N-Trick pen, okay, we are not restricting it to devices with N-Trick pen, but if you have it, it definitely increases the accuracy and precision when you're trying to draw something. But of course, using hands is also good. Okay. And so now I've covered so far, let's backtrack to the beginning and just look at the scenario again. Okay, so imagine now you are an NUS student. During lecture, you are just scribbling notes and stuff, and suddenly halfway through you fell asleep, okay? Or you couldn't catch up with what the lecturer is saying. Or you missed the lecture entirely because you overslept. Okay, so after lecture, okay, you decided to open the webcast again. And then you continue to scribble note stuff. And then you save it or upload it to Dropbox. And from there, you can sync to your computer so you can put it together with the rest of your notes so that everything is in one place. Or you feel like very generous today, so you decided to just upload to Dropbox and share with your friends. And when your friends see it, they will also open their webcast and continue on with the notes. So it's a cycle that continues on and hopefully helps students to learn more. And Drawcast, in a sense, we believe they will help students because it's a straightforward access to webcast, so it directly links over to webcast. And as we have emphasized throughout this whole presentation, we want students to be able to draw and to watch webcasts concurrently at the same time together. Okay? And it also helps to ease studying on the go because anytime, anywhere, as long as you have one single mobile device, you can study. With the digitalization of the students' notes, right, it's easy for students to share their notes and they don't really have to print it, and it's easy for them to edit also. And of course, once you upload to Dropbox, it's easy to share. But if you think that's all, no. Drawcast has other potential. Okay? We can just simply use it for plain drawing. And you know, like recently, a lot of people like draw something because it's really fun. You can unleash your creativity and just doodle. Or during lecture, you might just want to scribble some notes, and you can also use Drawcast for that purpose. In addition, we also allow users to be able to use videos that are saved inside the SD card so that they can just watch their own video in place of the webcast. So what does this mean? It means that you can use Drawcast for enrichment purpose to gain extra knowledge. Like for example here, you can use it to learn piano, acquire new languages, or just to like jot down some recipes, etc. And if you have learned some music theories, you know that it's kind of boring. So if you are a visual learner, you might just want to watch a video and just help yourself by making very colorful notes so that it will help you. So we believe that with the convenience of mobile devices, as long as you have a webcast or a video in hand, and of course you download Drawcast, it will bring you infinite possibilities. And with that, I end the first part of our presentation, and now I'd like to move on to the demonstration. Okay. So basically, you have seen over here, okay, this is the page. Okay, so you can see here, this is the main page. As I explained just now, it's very simple interface. Okay. Very simple interface here. It's just the one login button over here. And here is our overflow. Okay, so you can just click on it and you can see like the various stuff like drawing, opening a video, or just uploading Dropbox. But I'm going to click on link to IVLE now first. Okay, previously we already logged in already, so it's saved password. And it's getting. So you now see a list of all the modules that you are currently taking. So I'll just click on one of them. And inside, it will show a couple of channels that you have. In this case, you only have webcast. Then you have test videos here. But in actual semester, you're going to have lectures 1 and 2, etc. Okay? And here, you'll be prompted whether to start a new set of notes or to view the previous notes that you have. So I'm just going to start a new set of notes. Here is our video view. So you can just move it around like this, or you can just make it bigger and shift to the position that you want. Over here is our toolbar. Okay, if you can see. Over here is our toolbars, and you can see here, this is like, first tool is our pen tool. So I'm just going to scribble stuff on it. Okay, make it bigger. So it's clear. Okay, and the second tool is our text tool. So from here, you can just click on it, and sorry. So from here, you can see here, your keyboard will come out, and you can just type randomly stuff. And then you can just click on this, and you can insert in your text wherever you want. Okay. The third one is the timestamp tool, which I mentioned just now. Okay, you see the video currently timing. Okay, we'll make it more obvious. Okay, say the current timing is like 26 something. Okay, so I just use the timestamp tool, and I can just insert it. And then after that, I can put in some key points related to this stuff. I don't know, something here. Okay.
So later on, when I come back to this video again, am I able to just click on the timestamp to go directly to that point in the video?
Unfortunately, we save it as an image, so you are unable to go back.
Okay. It might be good to email later on so that when I go back to, let's say, 26 minutes, 20 seconds, I just tap on it, goes directly to the video so that I can continue. Okay.
Okay, so the next few steps here is you can just use it to make it like mark out this point, this is very important, something like that. Okay, or use it as point form. Okay, and over here is the color palette tool. You can see here. So if you have seen for the video just now, okay, it's actually very fun to just play around a bit. Okay, when I put it like this, you can observe here the color will just change together with it. Okay, so maybe I want this color. Okay, And if you don't like your changes, you can just use eraser to just erase away all this stuff. Okay? But if you think that eraser it takes very long time, you can just do undo button. Okay, so everything will come back again. And if you don't know why is this, all these tools here in action bar, okay, you can just hold it there and then hint will come up. Okay? And this is our thumbnail function. So you can see here, okay, it's not very obvious because we don't have some major stuff. So let's just choose a very bright color and make it very thick. Sorry. So make it very thick and just save this, okay? And you can see over here in the thumbnail here. Over here in the thumbnail here, there's something. It's actually just what I've drawn just now, okay? And okay, so now I'm going to show you another example. Another example, which is I want to continue on from a note that I've drawn previously. Okay, so I'll open up over here to view the previous notes. Okay, and let's just select this one. So this is a lecture about some graph theory stuff, some notes. Okay, so if you see the thumbnail here, okay, a couple of pages that I have already filled up. Okay, so now let's just go back to the first page because I want to continue on from here. Okay, so say I'll choose a color and I'll make the pen really big so that you can see what I'm doing. Then I'm just going to continue on my drawing. Say, and okay, I'm kind of stuck here, so I just go back and I'll redo it. And honestly speaking, I don't really know how to finish this circuit. So let's just not destroy this particular thing. And yeah, so now I'd like to demonstrate to you on BlackBerry paper instead. Okay. So over here, you can see here, this is our drawcast. Again, on BlackBerry Playbook. The same thing, you can also log into IVLE. And previously, we also logged in again, so it's again fetching from IVLE website. And depending on internet function. Okay, yeah. So let's just choose another module here. For this one, we have two different channels, right? So I just choose a new media channel and select another video again. It just happens to be the same video, unfortunately. So yeah. And you'll be prompted again to view previous note or to start new session. So I just start new session, and the thing is just the same, except maybe the button might look a bit different, but it's still just like Android. Okay. So yeah. From here, I'd like to continue on to show you how we can use the entry pen technology to help you. So I'll just show this on HTC Flyer. Okay? Okay, so over here, okay, I'd like to just log into IVLE first. And again, I'll be fetching modules. So it'll be good if you have internet connections available. Okay, and just select the module that I want, the video that I want. And previously, I have some notes related to this. Okay, so I just open it up first. Now, okay, I need to fill in the blanks here. So what is 2 to the power 7? Anybody know what's 2 to the power 7?
129.
129. Wow. Wait. Let me just make the color big. Okay. 129.
I was gonna say it should be an even number.
Okay, 128. Okay. You can see here, right? The next one looks a bit disgusting. What is 2 to the power 0 plus blah 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 2 to the power 7? What is it? Anybody knows? 255 or 256? 255. Okay, 255. I trust you. 255. Okay. Now, okay, maybe I'll just put something obvious. Okay, so you will know that this is like done by me. Okay. I'll just put today's date. This is 25th of 7, and I'll just put a smiley face. Okay. So now,
who created this particular worksheet or whatever?
Previously, you just write down the notes. Right?
By yourself, is it?
By ourselves.
Yeah. So you just continue on from there.
Can I create one and then share with my friends? Or
Yeah.
what? Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay, so now I just save it, and It will be saved inside. You see the tools there? To prompt you there. But I can also upload it to Dropbox. Okay, so you can just select here, upload to Dropbox, and you will upload it 1 byte by 1 byte. Not literally, of course. Yeah. So after that, it will be prompt that host that is actually uploaded to Dropbox. Okay, now let's look at the screen here. Okay, so just now I see there's a prompt that says that something is uploaded in Dropbox. Okay, so we just look at the folder here, and you can see just now what we are just putting. Okay, so like just now you said you can actually just write notes and stuff, and you can just share with your friends on Dropbox. Okay, now you might want to open up your lecture notes and everything related to this module, and you can just put what you have done together with it so that everything will be in one place. So you don't have to look around with different, like your PC or your tablet and everything just to find all your notes. Okay. Yeah, so it becomes very convenient for learning. Okay, so therefore, just like we reiterate that Drawcast is an application that helps user to be able to draw something and to be able to watch webcasts at the same time. And there we conclude our presentation. So thank you very much for your kind attention, and yeah.
Have you launched this app?
Oh.
Sorry. Have you launched the app? Is it
Launch officially?
We have not launched in the Android market, but we have put out our beta testing APK in this website.
So you don't have any users yet? Just the test users?
Sorry? Yeah, test users only.
How long did you take to develop this?
Probably 1 month. Yeah.
It's very impressive.
Thank you.
So basically, I think the whole application, the idea is really good. The only thing that I have to comment on is I think the UI needs some work, especially when you run your application on an Android tablet. You might not see it when you run this on an Android smartphone, but when you run it on an Android tablet, you see you have a lot of white space.
Yes, correct.
If you log on, I think earlier on when you log on, the first thing you see the list of items, you have a lot of white space.
Yes.
So I think if you beef up on the UI, I think.
Yeah, because currently our aim was to try to develop for as many platforms as possible, as in for as many screen sizes as possible.
Right.
But for tablet, we know that we can use things like fragments to make it better.
So the fact that you're targeting honeycomb and above means that you are going to utilize the fragments feature.
Correct,
so
but we also want to port over to
UI.
BlackBerry.
Okay.
But
Sure.
that's just it's still the APK, right, that you just ported to the playbook? Or did you?
No, it's not APK, it's a file market.
But you took your Android APK and just
Yes,
converted it
correct,
to a
correct.
bar
Just
file.
converted.
These are modifications to ensure it runs on Gingerbread.
Let's say tweak it a little. Oh, right, because it's Gingerbread. Yeah. Okay.
Are you able to name your notes? Yeah, like change the name of your notes.
Currently, it's saved based on the current time and date because we want to make we want to ensure backwards syncing from Dropbox works properly, so that the user can just put whatever from Dropbox back into the
Okay.
device.
So actually for our notes, right, we sort them according to the videos, according to the webcast ID.
Okay.
So once they open the webcast, we will show them the previous note for that webcast only, and not for all over the place. It's just for that webcast. So
Right.
naming might not be necessary. That's why we sort them according to date.
Correct, but it depends on how the webcast is named as well, right?
Yes, correct.
So if it's named in some gibberish language, then it'll be hard to find as well.
Yes, correct.
If you can go back to the login page, I think it's
The one on the right.
yeah, the one on the left, yeah. So the login page on the top right, and notes or draw notes or open note or something.
Open video.
No, not that one. The one where you could see all your different notes that you have saved previously.
Oh, actually, then you need every time you can just view previous.
Okay, view previous notes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you did this, you have one whole list of different dates and different timestamps, but you don't know what they actually are. How often can you actually remember what date you watched webcast or which date that webcast is titled under.
Okay, but the issue with this is unique to exactly the webcast. So
Yes.
so what happens is I open this date and I start drawing from here on and I save, right, it won't generate a new one, it will save back to this date. And every single webcast will have its unique set of, so this will change based on that webcast alone.
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand it's meant for the unique purpose, but it will be difficult for a user if say you have 100 nodes to find that one node that you want to find.
If you have 100 instances of that same webcast, then it will really become a very big issue. Yeah.
Usually for one lecture, you probably just need to take one set of notes.
Right,
That's
right.
our intention.
Correct. But I'm just saying that it will be difficult to find that
Yes,
one node
correct.
if you have
It
100
will.
nodes. But I mean, it's not a big issue, it's a small issue. But yeah, that's just something to help improve. Secondly, for your color palette, is there a way to save your favorite colors?
Currently, there's no preset for colors.
Okay. Alright.
I think for this timestamp thing, the easy solution would be to just integrate the course module name into the file name
Plus the timestamp.
as well. Yes, along with the timestamp. So at least when I go back to the Dropbox or whatever, I can see this was CS2001, for example, rather than trying to remember where I was at that time. So that's a pretty easy fix that you can really do. I like it very much. I think it's a very simple idea that you've executed well and made something very useful very quickly, and it's immediately useful. One suggestion on how you might take it further is to add in notes, downloading, and annotation. You see you've got a lot of space besides the video. If that was half the space was used for the notes that you can download, lecture notes along with it, or even the notes in the background that you annotate, it will be truly a very useful tool because you can get your notes, you can watch the video, you can write on top of it.
Yeah. Initially, our plan was to open a PDF, and then from there we can annotate the PDF. But then the problem doesn't lie with exporting. The problem lies with opening back. I think currently we haven't find a way to a solution to open it back. So that's why I use a PNG instead. Yeah, so if it's PDF, probably you can link it up, probably put some links, so such that when the person press the timestamp, it will be directed to the timing of the video. Yeah.
Yep, I think that's definitely a feature you should have, but definitely if you can find some way to integrate the PDF in the background, whether or not it's true, you eventually open it, or even if you save the entire thing as a PNG after you've imported it, it still becomes a much more useful tool. Although as it is, it's already very impressive that you can actually watch a video and write your notes at the same time. Another thing you might consider in future is perhaps collaborative note sharing. As people are watching the video, they can write those notes. But I think those are future features that you might look at to make it even more useful. As it is, it's a fantastic app. It does one thing and does it very well.
Actually, we're in the midst of implementing some extra features maybe. But okay, this I can show something, but it's only added after we submitted the code. So yeah.
As long as it
Right,
works.
so you see this video here. If I can double tap, right, and I can go to any other screen, this thing follows me through. So I can actually use other apps in place of broadcast, and the lecture still continues to I can resize and move anywhere on my screen. So this is an extra feature. We decided that we want to allow users to have more choice, so we added this inside. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really nice, actually, because then I wouldn't use your app, I would use like Evernote Sketch or something.
Yeah, but we realized that the thing with our app is some people don't like to draw, they like to type. So
Yeah.
we want to overcome this limitation.
Yeah.
That's what we
Also, if we implement this, it doesn't mean that the person will go over to Evernote because we tightly integrate our features with our drawing things. For example, the timestamp. You can't transfer the data of the timing from our app to Evernote. Yeah, that's one of the things.
So that's another comment I have with regards to the note taking. Some people prefer to type, but your typing system is not very good.
Correct.
It's more like you're doing a paint kind of thing. So if you could have a kind of block paragraph tool whereby you just click down there and people can just start typing paragraphs, that would really make it more useful for the people who prefer to type than to scribble.
So at this moment, you have to type at a fixed location, and then after that, you can just copy and paste, right?
Yes, our intention was to, typing was just a secondary kind of thing,
Okay.
probably just one line.
Okay.
Because scribbling is, for us, we find it much faster. than typing.
So I think we've given you 3 or 4 very simple ideas that immediately can be even more useful.
Yeah, I think for me, I would just probably struggle the most with the screen space. Like, it'd be nice if it was a bit of a, if the drawings were sort of objects. And I understand that when you say it was PNG, you can't really manipulate each line or text and any of that, but I guess I would like to see something where you can manipulate like a canvas. You can resize objects, zoom in, zoom out, and have sort of an infinite canvas
Correct.
instead of having to switch pages and be limited by the screen size, because that'd be the hardest part, really. Because without a really nice stylus and a tablet, even on a tablet, it's going to be tough. But I like the idea of moving the video around. That's really cool, inside the video. Can you do that? Can you do like a YouTube video?
YouTube, we can, but I don't think YouTube allow. There's a way to do it. There's a way to do it.
Any plans for OCR?
Sorry.
Character recognition, like so handwriting recognition, so I could search the note.
I guess you don't have the technology to do that.
I think you have to use it. You have to make your own. You have to use like a third party
Yeah,
or something. But because for me, like the reason I'm an Evernote fan is because of searching. Always got to go back and search my notes and find, because think about over the period of a semester or a quarter, how many notes you have. Trying to go back and search for a term, it's hard to find it. Like I said, if you've got 100 things to look through and you have to go dig through. But yeah, I agree that what you guys have done so far is well executed and it's clean and functional. It's pretty cool.
And who's the one who prepared the presentation?
All of us.
All of you. Very good work on the presentation. Very good work on the samples, making us feel like we are in your shoes.
Yeah. Cool.
Very well practiced presentation.
Mm.
Thank you.
All right, thanks very much.
Thank you.